YouTube, what's going on, baby? Like always, man, hope y'all having a good day. Hope y'all in great spirits and in good health. And on today's episode of Trouble in the Yard, man, we about to be putting down our second round of pre-emergent. My first round I like to put down at around February 15th. My second round I like to do it around April 15th. Today is April the 10th. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty day out. Weather's nice, and we're supposed to be getting rain a little bit later on this week, so which is a perfect time to put down our pre-emergent. All right, so with that being said, man, let's go and get into this thing. All right, let's go. And so for the people who are just now joining in, trying to start getting their lawn together, I'm gonna explain what pre-emergent is briefly. A brief explanation what pre-emergent is. All right, pre-emergent is basically a barrier that you put down on the ground to prevent weeds from germinating. You're preventing weeds from sprouting up in the first place. All right, so that's why they call it pre-emergent. All right, and our weapon of choice today is Lesco Stonewall .68 007 crabgrass control pre-emergent. That's what we're going with today. Scott's Turf Builder Edge Guard Mini. You know what I like to do with y'all, man, I like to read the labels, dog. So first thing I want to go to is my spreader settings. It lets you know what setting you need to put your spreader on. All right, we're gonna go down here. You see Scott's Edge Guard. That's what I have, Scott's Edge Guard. Now, I usually go to 5. I usually throw it down at 5 every year, just because I know what spreader setting I like to use. But if you wanted to go to the heaviest setting, it is gonna be a 6.5. All right, 6.5. I like to keep it right in the middle, and I usually go with 5. Sometimes 5.5, but I usually keep it right at 5. But today, that's what we're gonna do, man. Take our little spreader here, dial it up to number 5. Let's see, it's already on 5 because the last thing I did was throw out pre-emergent. So load up the spreader with that good old stuff right there. Grass has already been cut. Like I say, I like to come out, cut it, get as low as I can without scapping this time of year. And then I put down my pre-emergent. We're still at my normal height of cut. That's why I like to keep my grass at all year anyway. The full scalp video will be coming soon. I'm just not quite ready to full scalp the yard yet. So with all that being said, man, let's go ahead and let's get ready to throw. Well, I've already mowed, so let's get ready to throw with Trouble in the Yard, baby. Like I always say, man, like always, load your hopper on the concrete, okay? Don't ever load your hopper on the grass. I'm gonna repeat that, and every time I do something with a granular product, you always want to load your hopper on concrete, okay? Yeah, baby, let's get ready to put this stuff down. Let's go. Now, on the last video about pre-emergent, I explained when I come out on April 15th, I like to supplement my granular pre-emergent with the spray pre-emergent. But just like everything else with this lawn season, this growing season this year, man, I've just been getting curveballs every which way, man. Like, the weather's going crazy. It's raining off and on. It's cold here. It's hot there. The grass came out of dormancy early. It's all kinds of things, you know. So I'm gonna show you what's adding to my problem this year. All right, this is the spray I was talking about that I like to complement with my granular pre-emergent, right? And it's made by BioAdvance. Now, they've changed the recipe on this thing this year. Now, this BioAdvance, it says lawn, weed, and crabgrass killer. You know what I'm saying? won't harm lawns, rainproofing one out. Now, when I first started getting into this lawn care stuff, man, that Bio Advance used to be a pre and a post-emergent. You can spray it down and kill the weeds that have already emerged, and it also had pre-emergent in it, which would go into the ground and supplement your granular pre-emergent. It would kill and stop weeds, but I'ma still use it anyway, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I still do have weeds that did manage to get through my pre-emergent barrier. See, look, guys out here, a couple of guys still came out, you know. That just, it just is what it is, you know. It is what it is. A couple of guys, they're just gonna get through your barrier, especially if you're having the type of weather that we've been having, man. It's just been out of whack, man. Been out of whack. Another thing I did notice this year as well too on this spray. Look, check this out. Y'all see that right there? 2,4-D. It's called 2,4-D. It's a herbicide that's used to kill broadleaf weeds. And you see the concentration of that 2,4-D? If you can't, I'm telling you, it's 4.85. 4.85. Now, don't quote me on this, but it used to be somewhere in the high 2s, maybe low 3s, I believe. But what made me think about it is this Spectracide that I like to use as well. This weed stop for lawns crabgrass killer. It's in the one in the orange bottle. Says kills 470 plus weeds, right? Check out the 2,4-D concentration in here. It's only 3.74, right? You know what I'm saying? This is a top-notch killer. I use this stuff all the time, all year round. It's got 3.74, but this Bio Advance has 4.85. So even though it no longer has pre-emergent capabilities, it's still one of the strongest post-emergent that I could find, you know what I'm saying, that don't harm lawns. So I'm still gonna be using it this year. But remember how I said that this one just a tad bit more potent than this one this year? All right, remember I said that? Seeing as that my front yard really ain't that bad, right? It ain't that bad. Even on my weak side, I'm show you my weak side. See, even my weak side, man, it's not really that bad. You know, a little crabgrass right there, but as far as broadleaf weed goes, man, I really don't have too bad of a problem, man, in the front. So this is what I'm thinking, y'all. This is what I'm thinking. So just go ahead and spray this for the weeds that have emerged in the front. Go ahead and spray this, because this stuff is still top notch, man. I use this stuff all the time. It's still top notch. And just save this bottle for the backyard, because the backyard is atrocious, right? Y'all see all this stuff I got over here? Everything I got over here in this corner is for the backyard. Y'all see I'm prepared for war. I'm really literally prepared for war. I got products out of the yin yang. That's for the backyard. If you want to know what I'm gonna be doing in the backyard, how I'm gonna be using these products, stay to the end of this video. I'll give you a link to it. It's gonna have to be a separate video, man. It's gonna have to be a separate video, but y'all tell me if that makes sense, man. Tell me if that makes sense. Save the stronger stuff for the backyard. Use the slightly lighter stuff for the front, all right? Leave me a comment, man. Leave me a comment. Tell me what y'all think about that. Tell me, does that make sense to y'all, all right? But with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get this spray done. Let's get it done, all right? Hey man, here's an extra little tip for y'all, man. Anytime I do like a spray, I like to hit it with that blue marker dye, right? Put a little dab of blue marker dye, because this is a hose end sprayer, right? You connect the water hose to it and it sprays out. And a lot of times these things don't mix well, or they don't mix at all. You can be spraying the whole yard, the entire yard, and you know, and happen to look at the bottom, it's still full because this part ain't mixing. What the blue marker dye does for me is, once it starts to spray out of the nozzle, it has a blue mist. That lets me know that the chemical is mixing with the water. So I like to use blue marker dye. It's optional, you don't have to use it, but there's something that I like to use. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Once I turn it on, you'll see the blue dye mixing in with the chemical. Let's go, man. Like I said, just a little tip, a little something that I like to use. It's optional. You don't have to, that's just something that I like to use, but here we go, baby. And like I was explaining in one of my past videos, man, if you do choose to use blue marker dye, be careful, man, because when I say this stuff likes to get everywhere, man, it really does like to get everywhere. So be careful if you're gonna use it. But like anytime you're spraying the chemicals or anything, dealing with a herbicide, man, you wanna wear a mask, safety glasses, you know what I'm saying? Protect yourself, man. Mask up, safety glasses on, man, and get to work. Let me show you what I mean by that blue mist, okay? Do this real quick. They come with a tab on the side right here. Just take this little yellow tab out. We're gonna pull the trigger back. Watch this. Y'all see that? Y'all hear that? See that blue hue coming out? I don't know if y'all can see that on camera or not, but it's turning blue. That lets me know that the chemical is mixing in with the water and we're good to go. All right, so let's spray this thing, baby. All right, y'all, that's it, baby. That is it. Came out, laid down the granular, pre-emergent, followed it up with a spray, post-emergent. So now we're setting ourselves up for the summer to block the weeds, and we're killing the weeds that did get through our last pre-emergent application, right? So that's it. And when you come out and when you're spraying, you know what I'm saying, you just want to get you a nice little pace. Go start at the edge of the yard and get you a nice little pace, just flowing back and forth, slightly overlapping, just slightly overlapping every time you spray, right? So you just want to get a nice little flowing motion and spray the yard so you cover it all, right? So that's that on that, baby. That is that on that. And like I said, man, you know, if you want to see me get down and dirty with all this stuff over here in the corner, if you want to see me get down and dirty with this stuff right here, man, I'm gonna be using all this stuff on the backyard, and I'm gonna have leave a link to it at the end of this video, because like I said, man, the backyard is so bad, it needs its own video, man. It's horrible. Matter of fact, come on, I'll show it to you. Yeah, y'all see what I mean, man? Y'all see what I mean? The backyard is just horrible, dog. Horrible. Horrible. Look at that hill. Good Lord. Good Lord, lady. Look at that. I can't be mad. I can't be mad, because like I say all the time, man, I don't take care of this backyard as well as I do the front. I just don't. But I said this year, I'm gonna do a much better job of taking care of my backyard. So I'm about to get on it today, because the earlier you get on this stuff, the better you are throughout the year, right? So, hey, I ain't too mad, because check this out. What you see out here in the back, all the way out through there by the fence line, that used to be up here by the back door. So I ain't too mad. I ain't too mad. I'm getting it under control somewhat. But like I said, man, that's gonna be his own separate video. If you're interested in that, I'm gonna leave a link to it at the end of this video. So with that being said, baby, like always, man, like always, hope y'all had a good day. Hope y'all in great spirits and in good health. And y'all already know what we're gonna do, baby. Y'all already know what we're gonna do. You can bet your ass I'ma cut my grass. Y'all be good.